Sherrone Moore has been fired effective immediately from Michigan with cause. And my first initial reaction is this is a heartbreaking situation. We will get into who I think Michigan should hire, but I want to say this first. I don't know Sherrone Moore personally, so I'm not going to speak about him personally, but I'll say I'm going to do this, and I encourage everyone to do this if you so please. One, we should pray for his wife and kids. I can't imagine the situation that his wife and kids are in right now. I just can't even begin to think about it. Two, all the coaches involved. This affected a lot of people, and the odds are that a lot of coaches on this staff will be scrambling and looking for jobs. A lot of these people have families. A lot of these people bought houses in Ann Arbor, expected to be there for a little bit. Well, a lot of coaching positions have been filled, so they're going to be scrambling. And three, I think we should pray for Sherrone Moore as well. Just look, we've all made mistakes. He's not perfect. I'm not defending the act itself. The act itself is incredibly sinful. But I will say, for the sake of his kids, for the sake of himself, you can bounce back from this. We've seen this happen in college sports where you have a guy like Rick Pitino, Hugh Freeze even, that made sort of similar mistakes about a decade ago, and look where they are now. I hope one day that Sherrone Moore can get the right community around him, can learn from this, and can teach others to say, hey, look, I went down this path. Here's what I wish I would have done. Here's what I could have done differently. And that can, odds are, save a lot of people, save a lot of marriages, save a lot of jobs potentially as well. So, that's my spiel. Now, all of a sudden, we pivot to college football, and we see that there is a top 5 job opening right now, and no one has it. So we ask ourselves, who are some candidates that Michigan's going to go after? Now, it's a bit weird timing. It's after National Signing Day, and I wouldn't be shocked if that was pretty intentional. If you did it before signing day, you're going to have a lot of guys decommitting, so probably tactical there. Who are some guys who I think Michigan should go after? Who's the guy who I think Michigan is eventually going to get? I got plan A, plan B, plan C. Plan A, I think you should go after Jesse Minter. I think he should be the first guy that Michigan should go out and get. You look at what those defenses were at Michigan. I've always considered Michigan to be more of a Villanova under Jay Wright than a Duke with Coach K or John Shire. And what I mean by that is a real strong emphasis on player development there. And Michigan's defenses under Jesse Minter, 2023 gave up the least points per game. 2022, you're talking about a top 10 defense. Not necessarily with all 4 and 5 stars either, right? It was player development, developing guys. You see what he's done at $8 million buyout? That's relatively cheaper than what we see nowadays. So I think Kalen DeBoer could be one. I think you go after Joe Brady for the Buffalo Bills right now. Remember, he was at LSU with Joe Burrow. He's been down the college game before. I wouldn't be shocked. Dan Lanning, at least give him a call. Mike Elko, I say you at least give him a call. And C, this is who I think Michigan is going to eventually hire. I think they stick with Jedd Fisch. Jedd Fisch is the guy who I think Michigan hires. Jedd Fisch was an OC at Michigan in 2015 and 2016. Jim Harbaugh reportedly really liked him. He's a really brilliant mind. You see what he's done at U of A. Arizona had a top 10 offense in points per game with Jedd Fisch. You see what Washington's done offensively with Jedd Fisch. Top 20 recruiting class this year. So he's recruiting at a very high level, especially for Washington standards. I think you see the position that Michigan is in with Bryce Underwood and that type of talent that they have at the QB position. I think developing the quarterback position would be great for them. It's, a little bit of a QB whisperer, you could say. I think Jedd Fisch would be an excellent hire for Michigan. And with his history there, that's who I think Michigan ends up getting, is Jedd Fisch.